Alright, fight fans, every heavyweight main event carries its own weight. This Saturday, at UFC Nashville, the scales tip between two very different lives. On one side, a beloved veteran fighting for one last chance at glory. On the other, an undefeated prospect chasing validation. The outcome won't just reshape rankings, it will define futures. For Derrick, the Black Beast Lewis, this fight is about time. At 40 years old, with 29 UFC appearances behind him, he understands that time is slipping away. The record-setting 15 knockouts, the title shot against Cormier, the comeback of the year KO against Alexander Volkov. They're chapters in a book nearing its end. His last victory was a TKO over Rodrigo Nascimento. Now, a year later, Lewis will finally return to the octagon. One more win, he knows, could propel him toward champion Tom Aspinall, who is in desperate need of a fresh challenger. But for Lewis, it's more than gold. It's about proving to himself that the fire still burns. But this one, far from a tune-up fight. Across the octagon stands Tallison Teixeira. 4 years ago, he was an unknown fighter in Sao Paulo. Today, at 25, he's the number 13 ranked heavyweight, an undefeated force with all 8 wins ending violently in the first round. His rise feels meteoric, a Contender Series knockout, then a chilling 35-second UFC debut against Justin Tafa. A brutal knee and elbow closed the show. And now, he is main eventing a UFC card in his sophomore appearance. But this is different. Derrick Lewis is no stepping stone. This is the knockout king, the man Teixeira watched as a teenager. A win here, and the top 10 opens. Beating Lewis is a shortcut to legitimacy. In a division starved for new stars, an impressive win could rocket him into title conversations. But a loss would derail the hype train before it truly leaves the station. So, how do these two match up? Let's look at their strengths and weaknesses. Lewis remains surprisingly agile for 265 pounds. His right hand carries fight-ending power. A single connection can change everything. And his heart is proven. Surviving 5 grueling rounds against grappler Gelton Almeida showed his heart. His comeback KO over Volkov showed that he could still carry his power into the later rounds. But he's been hurt before. When fatigue sets in, openings appear. And Lewis has shown that he has problems dealing with fighters that are defensively sound and with better footwork. Teixeira fights with unnerving patience for a finisher. His destruction of Tafa was methodical. At 6'7", his reach is a weapon Lewis has rarely faced. But this is a massive step up in competition. In addition, he's never shared the cage with someone who truly has one-punch knockout power, like Derrick Lewis. Two journeys converge. Lewis, once directionless, now a family man who found purpose through fighting. Clinging to the summit, he knows. Teixeira, the young prospect, reaching for a legacy he's only dreamed of. Saturday night isn't about the ending or beginning of an era. It's about two men in very different places, putting everything on the line for a potential shot at the heavyweight title. Don't miss this clash at UFC Nashville. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Until next time.